Alrighty guys, I'm here. I'm out biking again, or motorcycling, whatever you want to call it, and it's raining. I just wanted to do this last video before I get the clutch replaced, and I'm going to show you what the issue is and everything, so then you guys know if you don't know what it looks like whenever your clutch is like wearing out. But needless to say, I can't really accelerate super fast because it just revs and it doesn't actually go places. So that's why I'm gonna be listening to my last drive, and unfortunately it's a rainy day, so we'll just do it. But there's no thunderstorm, so it's gonna be good for this. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna go to Sam's Club today to get some gas, but here, if I show you, so whenever I'm throttling here, you'll see. You see that? Like barely my speed changed. If my clutch was good, like the clutch wouldn't have, it would engage and my bike would accelerate rapidly, but see that? It just slips. It slips and it doesn't engage, and so now I have to be very careful. I have to let it on very slowly or it won't go. As you see, I'm wearing my little bit of a different jacket today. This is my rain jacket. It's like white and black. But look, see, accelerate, look at that, like barely went up. So I can only drive smoothly, and I can't really like drive aggressively like I like to. I like to like really gun it and then go near, and then like go up to the speed limit and then go back down, and then, you know, just go near, and you know, it's really fun that way. But can't do that today, unfortunately. But anyway, the way I found out about this is I was going to the dealership, and I noticed, I was talking with my friend, and I noticed that my clutch was like giving like a weird effect. It wasn't giving me the power, so when I like punched it, it didn't go. And I talked to my friend about this, and he's like, and he couldn't tell. He tried riding it and he couldn't tell either. So I think it was just because I was riding it for so long, and then all of a sudden it just doesn't act normally. I noticed it. So I mean, I don't really think it was that noticeable right from the start. But when I went to the dealership and I got my new registration, the guy test drove it into his garage, like just to do the registration, and he's like, "Oh, I noticed after 6,000 RPM your clutch starts slipping." And I said, "Oh yeah, I noticed something." I was like, "I noticed it going like just slowing down, or not giving me as much power as I'm looking for." And he's like, "Yeah, that's the clutch slipping." And I was like, "Oh really?" I was like, "I didn't know that." So anyway, you learn something new, and I guess that's what it is. Whenever you accelerate and it doesn't, the clutch doesn't engage, and like it's pretty bad. The way you really could tell here is when I'm just moving forward and stuff, like I could go like this. You see this? Normally that would accelerate me forward like relatively quickly. Before, I could never like rev the engine while I'm not holding the clutch in. Like if I wanted to rev, I would hold the clutch in and then I'd rev. But I'd never been able to do that before until recently, and I'd have to do that to get the clutch to engage, because I have to literally rev it, and then I have to disengage and rev it until it engages like the clutch, And I thought that's interesting. So yeah, so that's the deal with my clutch. But I'm interested in seeing how it's gonna feel very different when I get that clutch replaced. And anyway, that's not happening till October like 21st or something. That's when I got it scheduled, because I'm gonna go to that dealership I go to, First Bike Motorsports, that I've had on my channel before, and I'm gonna go there and they're gonna do it. They've never done it before. Well, actually, they've done clutch replaces before, but like, you know, I've never done it before, so I don't know how to do it. And I looked at the service manual that I have, and it's not easy to understand. Well, it's easy. It's just very technical, and I don't really want to take the time to probably figure it out right now. So I might figure it out in the future. So, but this time, I'm going to just have them do it for me, and then I don't have to really worry about it. And unless I figure it out before then. If I have enough time and I figure out how to do it myself, then I'll have a video on how to do it. But if not, I'll do it. I'll have them do it, you know? Wait one sec, got an intersection here. See right here, look at that. Like, I have to give it like pretty good throttle there, and it's like slowly chugging up the hill. It's like, look at this. Like that's pretty decent. It looks like the clutch is working there, but any gauge that time. Oh, better slow down here. So I know it's like 25, so slow down. Oh, there's a little splash of rain right there. Anyway, so yeah, that's where I'm at. So anyway, on the 21st, I'm gonna bring the bike in, and they're gonna take it apart and take a look at the clutch, and then determine like what parts are needed to replace it, and then they're going to get the parts in. They said it'll take about a week or so, and then the parts will come in and they'll replace it. And yeah, I know, in case anyone was wondering how much it costs, they said it'll be around like between like 500-ish to like 1,000, but he said it'll probably be no more than 600. But I won't know until after he does it, because he has to do the workers like fee for like how long they're working. I can't think of the word, but like, you know what I mean. And then they got to do the fee for like for how much the parts cost. So they got like, I gotta, you know, the parts cost money, so I gotta buy them. When I was looking them up online, it looked like they were like $300 for it, so that makes kind of sense. But it could be more. I mean, I'm not sure, because I gotta get the parts from Kawasaki, and then yeah, then I'll pay, and then I could let you guys know more of the specific cost if you're wondering. But give me a second, another intersection here. See right there, my engine, you can hear it. It just revved so loudly, but it wasn't. It like, and it almost like it like jerked almost, you know. That's not normal. So it's kind of hard to explain. I mean, now it's really noticeable. Well, my friend hasn't test driven it after now, but I probably have him test drive it before I send it back in, because then he's like, he can feel it, because then he knows if it happens to him, you know. But it's not really noticeable. I mean, it wasn't noticeable before is what I meant to say, and it's really noticeable now, especially with I could just literally do this, and like, you know, I could rev going straight, and like I've never been able to do that. I mean, if I'm going really fast, perhaps, because the RPM's already so high up that it's like, you know, you rev and then it's like, you know, you don't really have much power left on the thing, and that makes sense. But like, it's never happened when I'm going like 30, and you know, I could go rev like while I'm going in a straight line, or any, you know, any direction for that matter, and like it doesn't affect me. Like, look at this. Do you see that? All right, that's pretty crazy. So So, but, and then I'll be able to show you, I'll show you one more time when we go up a bigger hill, and you'll be able to see also. You could also see if the RPM thing down there, it might actually like wiggle a little bit if it's if it does that. So that'll be interesting to see. You'll get to see it, like the RPM like jumps up, and it's like we're not even. I didn't even gas it. Like, shouldn't do that. So it's all busy to see. Oh, there's the wiggle. Do you see that wiggle? It's like, you know, it's really weird. Yeah, you see that? There you go. See how it just jumped up there? Like, I haven't really changed my throttle like at all. I mean, I might accidentally hit it maybe, but did you see that wiggle? You saw that, huh? So that's crazy. So I also don't drive in the rain that often, but since this is like maybe the last day in a while, because like I said, I don't want this to just stop working out of nowhere. Oops, a stop sign comes out of nowhere, folks. Right turn we're taking. Anyway, I don't want it to stop out of nowhere, and like I don't want my clutch to not be able to engage, and then I'm riding and I try going uphill, and then boom, it won't go. It won't give me gas. I won't go anywhere. I mean, the RPMs will jump crazily and they'll give me a lot of power, but like the engine will, but like the clutch won't ever engage, and then, you know, I'll be standing still going up a hill. So I don't want that. And it's been deteriorating relatively rapidly, like since day one to now. Hasn't been that long ago. Like, I went to that dealership probably like 2-3 weeks ago, and it's already like pretty darn bad. Like right now, so I'm going down a hill, it's not even noticeable like at all. So that's good. But going up a hill, I really notice it, and you know, so yeah. So anyway, so I also need to wash my bike before I go to the dealership, so I might have a motorcycle wash video. I haven't decided yet though. Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have my new Insta360 mic on instead of my Cardo system that was my headset in my helmet. I have it on now, so the mic quality should sound better. But I don't know. We'll be turning left here. So, just one thing to bear in mind though, if you're driving in the rain, just be smooth. For me, it's funny because I don't have to really worry about that too much, because my clutch won't engage, so it's like all the time. So it's not like if I wanted to accelerate, it probably won't engage. So like I'll be smooth, but still, if you guys have a good like solid bike and it's no clutch issues like me, just like be very smooth when you're driving in the rain, because you know, like right here, there's this fall and there's leaves and stuff, and if there's leaves on the road and it's wet, I mean, if you go over that and you like power it, like really give it power, then like you're gonna skid the back, you might skid the back tire, or like you might slip and then like wipe out, and you don't want that. Or so even on turns and stuff, if anyone has a bike out there, well, I think there's gotta be some people who have bikes out there on who watches my videos, but if you have it, just be careful when you're riding in the rain. So I don't generally ride in the rain, but every once in a while I think it's good practice, because there's some people I saw on like online and stuff on YouTube, and who they're like, oh, don't ride in the rain at all, like no, like, and I think that's bad too, because like, you know, if you're going on a cross-country trip hypothetically, and you know, you don't want to be the first time you go in the rain to be that time you go on the cross-country trip, and then all of a sudden, you know, you find out rain sucks, and then like it makes you slip, and there you go, you broke your bike, you know, and now you have to get a new one or get yours repaired, or you know. And so just, I look at it, practice whenever it's raining in your area. Plus, you know the roads like this. I've been down this road before. I've been to Sam's multiple times, Sam's Club that is, and you know, if you're riding, just You know, ride smoothly in the rain. That is, if you're riding in the rain. I mean, if the ground's completely dry and everything, then you could have a lot of fun on your bike and really go smooth. That's another reason I really don't like riding in the rain that often. It's because it's just not as fun, because you can't accelerate very quickly, and you can't. If you do, you risk like spinning out, or like spinning your back wheel. That is, and you risk also like here's left Sam clubs here. And you risk, like, you know, slamming on your brakes and slipping on something, or you risk going into a turn and hitting the brakes and like swiping out, and you know, so, and like that, so you can't drive aggressively, you just can't. So that's why I like driving in the normal days, because then I could drive really fun and really go zoom and all sorts of stuff. And this lane goes to 1 apparently, so that's always fun. Yep. And yeah, so you can't drive aggressively in the rain, so just look out for that. And that's why, like I said, I don't drive much in the rain. Occasionally you'll see a video. I have a few shorts that I was driving in the rain, and I went on a cross-country trip not that long ago. I didn't go across the country like in the all the way across. I went just like sort of from I went like from Pennsylvania to West Virginia or West, no, I think it was Virginia. Yeah, West Virginia or Virginia. Anyway, I went down there. My friend had a bike to pick up, so that's why we went down there, because his bike was there in stock and it wasn't in stock in our area. So we went down there to pick it up, and it was raining on the trip, and I had some video and stuff. And that wasn't my first time in the rain. Like I said, I practice here and there, but I still don't like driving that much because I just can't drive aggressively, and it's not as fun. You know what I mean? So yeah. Alrighty, folks. Well, I thank you all for watching. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll have some drone videos out soon instead of motorcycle is the plan. I've had my drone videos in the past, but I'll have some more now that I won't be really riding my motorcycle. So yeah, I think I'm gonna fill up gas first, but I'm gonna end the video now. So everyone have a good day.